we're back. Yay. Love brownouts. New link is up.
What I typically do is I have Gunchannels because I have two monitors for my work computer, so I just put Gunchannels on one of them, and I only keep the Hangout open on my laptop. So that's why.
Why didn't we get the intro?
Because it's part two. Part two is not getting intro.
I can't hear him if he's talking.
What?
There, I heard that.
Okay, I called my cardiac device specialist, and they said they assured me my pacemaker was likely still working. It wasn't cued to come on until it got down to 40.
Very nice to know.
I'm like, okay, it ain't been down there in a while.
Pacemaker working is a good thing.
I'm gonna restart my phone. I'll be right back.
I'm just surprised because from the day I got it put in up until one day last week, my heart was running steady at 70, and then all of a sudden it dropped down to low 60s, upper 50s. I thought, well, that means the pacemaker ain't working. Evidently, it's just that's just shit happens. Where the hell did the twin Ponnery go?
Oh, he's restarting his phone. People are so stupid. Never ceases to amaze me.
All right, time to do my ritual weightlifting with my Black Hawk.
Doo doo doo. Yeah.
Welcome back.
Now I can be heard.
Okay, this doesn't sound right to me. 16-year-old drank large diet soda, a latte, and energy drink in the 2 hours before he collapsed at school. That doesn't seem like that's enough caffeine to kill you. I mean, I've had 6 or 7 sodas in the matter of 2 hours, and I'm still breathing, obviously.
The autopsy won't reveal the ricin poisoning for like another 2 weeks.
Well,
Said
Hard to
caffeine
say.
induced cardiac event, but they say there's no family history of anything.
people can be sensitive to caffeine, I suppose. He could have taken a fistful of no-dos before class, too. Who knows? Kids are fucking stupid.
Well, they would have. That would show in the autopsy, but I don't think that's a diet soda, which doesn't have much caffeine in it to begin with, a latte, and an energy drink. That's not a lot of caffeine. You know, even if the latte had like 3 shots in it, it still wouldn't be enough to, unless you have a heart condition. But they say there's no family history of one. So.
There isn't in my family either, and look what I got. It's like I hit the lottery for the wrong thing. Congratulations, you won a lifetime of taking some bullshit pills.
Gotta keep that nitroglycerin in you.
Fuck. Shit.
I got a whole flipping boatload of pills, man. It ain't just one.
13 hours to copy all this. Bullshit.
16 hours? You're
13.
around 13 hours?
When go home Windows, you're drunk. It's only 295 gig. It can't be no fucking 13 hours. All right, let that stay running. We'll move back on to what I did before I got disconnected. $13 for 300 gig. That's some bullshit. Actually, one of the funnier things I remember from my childhood was there was a game called Indiana Jones and the Fate of Atlantis. And it took 9 floppy disks. So it was about a 10 megabyte game. And I sent it to a friend back in the day when we were kids. And it was 13 hours to upload it to him.
Whoa.
On a dial-up 2400 baud modem. Like I set up the download overnight, went to bed, woke up, it was done. And I was like, call me when you get it, we'll start playing. He's like, yeah, let's do it. I could have put it on 9 floppy disks and rode my bike to his house, come back home and have like 12 and a half hours to spare. But we were elite. We were super elite hacksaws. We were pirating games back then. In the super early 90s, like 91, maybe even 1990. I did pull one short. Fuck it. I'll do it later.
Back in the 95 to 98 era, I was rocking 4 56K modems.
You were like a pirate board.
I wasn't even born yet.
That's about what the cell phone feels like. It's about the same slow ass bitch.
Damn it. So you're younger than me and you have a COP 357. Now I really hate you.
I'll be, well, my birthday's next week. I ain't gonna say my age on here.
Come on, man. You know what they say. It's not who you know, it's who you blow.
31. It's okay. We get it.
No, I didn't my 30th.
What?
Can you see the internal chat at all or no?
Let me take a look. Let me know if you see this.
Yeah, I got that message on my
Fuck, all
phone.
my kids are.
If you can see that message, I can see the internal return messages.
There, I sent it to you.
Oh, yeah.
All of
Yeah,
my
I see
kids
it.
are way older than you.
Well, that was actually, those were good times back then. Yeah. Good times. I was dating a Italian girl. She was something else. She was unfaithful though. Like Gene Hackman, she was unfaithful, if you know what I mean.
And I'm way fucking older than you are.
I didn't think you were that old, Tony.
It's not a race.
I'm 56, or I will be in July.
Oh, that's close to my dad. My dad's 50, gonna be 54. So you're not that old. See, I'll tell you the truth. I thought you were older, and then you were talking about your dad. I'm like, well, he can't be in his. I thought you were like 65, 70, and I'm like, well, his dad had to be like 95.
Nope.
Oh, man's 81.
My dad's 77.
Tony is a Rolling Stone. No moss.
Shit. Made me miss what I was throwing. I shoot free throws like Dwight Howard.
Hell, my youngest of 4 children's 30.
The youngest of my dad's first set of kids is 50. I think 50. Maybe younger. Or maybe, no, I think it's 50.
I got a 13-year-old brother. But that's the youngest for me.
You have a Comp 357.
I have that too.
That's all that matters.
Don't forget it.
Kind of hard to. I think you're the only person on Gunchannels that has one currently. G had one. I think he had one, or he shot one.
I don't know why you'd want one.
Because
I mean, I just don't get that.
I want that 20-pound double action figure.
Yeah, that's exactly that. Personally, I'm not a big fan of it. I'm just not. I don't see much point to it, but it's just that novelty factor.
That's what I like about it. I like the novelty of it. That, and it's still cheaper than the, what was it, the Bond Arms Boberg or whatever it was, XR9.
Oh yeah, those are.
It looks pretty cool, but I can't justify the cost of it. I think Yankee's gonna get one
I'm sure he's gonna get one.
with his super chat money.
I don't know why you don't have Derringer in 4570 or something like that.
I do not want the M1 Survival Derringer. No, thank you. I know of it. I like to keep my wrist intact. Only partially broken. If you want your wrist to look like a box of powdered milk, that's the gun for you.
Check out. I'm gonna post in the external. This SIG with the green, like a lime green or a bright green. Kind of like that.
Mopar Hugger Green.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Cool.
Here's a better picture of it. Kind of liking that coloration. Oh, they have one in blue too.
I saw one of those Kimber Ultra Carries or something like that in sapphire blue. I like the look of it. But
Yeah, but it's probably like $1,500.
yeah, it's like I ain't paying for it.
I remember when those came out because I have the American Handgunner catalog that had them on the front. I was like, I'm gonna get those, and I'm like, no, I'm not.
Look at the price. Like I can buy 4 Glocks for that. No thanks.
Well, nah, I definitely would not buy a Glock over that. I'd save money, but still not.
I could buy a cop and have money left over for a chiropractor.
I mean, you could buy 2 for that $1,500
Right.
because they're only about $600 a piece.
Not these days. Not around me, at least.
We've got a gun broker in check.
Yeah. You're gonna be in for a shock. Like my local has one, or one of my locals has one. He wants $900 for it.
Let's see here. Whoa! They're way. Okay,
If you're looking at the $5,000 ones, those are sequential sets or whatever.
Yeah. I'm looking at one for $5,000 now.
Yeah.
But there's one for $1,400, $1,500, $1,700.
That's ridiculous.
But then there's one for $500.
I'll buy it now for $9.99.
I just dropped my headset totally off onto my desk. So this price is all over the map though, because there's one here for $500 all the way up to $1,400.
Well, 500, but the buy it now is probably the reserve's probably like $850 or something.
That's true. A probably let my brother have it.
The more I look at those Martini Henrys, the more I want to just get the converted one to 4570. They're a real pain in the ass. 577 450. It's a real pain to get going. Because you can buy the brass from this guy up in Canada. It's like $48 for 25 rounds.
Ooh.
And that's not bad for the brass. But then you have to load it with a 45 caliber bullet the first time. Like .450. And then you fire form the case to your chamber, and then you end up having to get a projectile. It's like .461.
That seems kind of dangerous.
It's excessive. You put the 450 down the barrel just so you can blow the casings to fire form to your chamber, and then you got to get .460 or .461 bullets after that, because you don't want to rework the brass from 450 to 461. It'll kill it quick. So you just fire form it the first time with a wildly inaccurate undersized bullet, and then you get the correct one.
I don't think I'll be doing that.
Nope. I just get the 4570 conversion.
Get this shit. I just got a letter from Social Security.
Denied your claim.
No, it says we found that you met the medical criteria for being disabled. However, because you are 55, when you met this criteria, you are not able to receive cash payments.
Ooh.
Now, it says that I met this when I was 54.
Yeah.
July 10th of last year, I was 54. One day before I turned 55.
Not a good birthday present.
You're gonna have to appeal
It's
it.
wrong, because I met it when I was 54.
Yeah.
And besides, I initially appealed for it a year before that, or applied for it a year before that. So I'm calling lawyer.
Angry's not on my Facebook feed, obviously. He just found out Power's booth bag yesterday. That's why I was saying that they got Curly Bill earlier today. So now you have to appeal it again?
Yep. Only this is going to be with a lawyer through the courts.
Yep, you're going to have to.
That's gonna be fun for you.
Yeah, I can't envision you as a 44 Magnum wielding door greeter at Walmart or something.
No, I don't think so.
I can't visualize that. Welcome to Sam's Club. Get your shit and get out.
That does sound like Tony, though.
I ain't taking no lips from no stupid kids. Sir, I'm 40 years old, like I said. Puts his hand over the grip.
What are you talking about?
Supplemental income.
Right now I'm a little irked.
I bet.
I'm not raging or pissed off or anything, because I expected it.
Yeah, I'm not necessarily surprised by it, to tell you the truth.
I'm glad that they got it soon and didn't linger on for another couple of months. Maybe wait to contact fucking attorney.
You know what this is? This is the downside of white privilege. And I'm not even trying to joke. Like, my shop is one block from the Social Security office, and I'm seeing people in their 20s and their 30s driving fucking $60,000 cars on their cell phone, collecting fucking checks.
Yeah. I'm the wrong color and wrong gender.
More or less.
Well, I mean, you can be any gender you want. You're just the wrong color.
And that's what's odd to me. Like, they'll deny you, but some fucking 29-year-old can get it. I'm just like, really?
I think I should go apply. Just go apply, see what they tell me.
Well, they won't tell you nothing for about 4 months. Then they'll say, go see our doctor. Then another couple months, they'll send you the letter saying, sorry. Oh, yeah, it's definitely time to get the law involved because the lawyer's involved.
Yeah, it's just easier to let the lawyer deal with it.
Although I'm going to call Social Security and say, how the hell do you figure that I became 55? Because this said it was determined when I was 54. One day I was 55, but by your letter, I was 54.
Sean, check out this blue. I'm talking about the fully put together one, not the baby blue, turquoise. But yeah, no, I don't see why they're denying you at all, to tell you the truth, because you have all your stuff, it seems.
Powers Booth is the one that kind of looked like what you would picture Errol Flynn looking like.
I don't know who he is, to tell you the truth.
You don't know who Powers Booth is?
Mm-mm.
You see the movie or the miniseries, whatever the hell it was, Hatfields and McCoys?
I may have. I don't recall, to tell you the truth. I think that was on History Channel, wasn't it?
Yeah, I think so.
Thought I saw it.
He was the dude that played Wall Hatfield,
Oh, okay.
Judge Hatfield.
Yeah, I think I know who you're talking about now.
He's been in a lot of shit, really. Yeah. On Tombstone, the guy that said, well, bye.
That I don't know.
When they're sitting in the rocking chair as Wyatt's hauling his dead body out of town, his brother's dead body.
Mm-mm. I mean, let me look up a picture of him. Maybe I'll.
He's Curly Bill Brochus in Tombstone.
God damn, I did that whole thing muted again. Motherfuckers. I was doing the quote the whole time. I'm like, ooh, god damn, it smells like someone up and died. In here.
Oh, okay. Now I know who he is. I just need to see a picture of him.
Well, bye.
God.
That's the one.
He's been in several other things too, where he was really good at looking like a slick, shady son of a bitch all the time. So he was kind of a guy that wasn't real likable earlier on, at least to me. Let's see. Do I want to storm the Social Security office with my 44 blazing?
Nope.
No, not really.
No, you ain't gonna win.
No, if you're gonna do that, you're gonna have to trade it in for a Red Hawk so you can get faster follow-ups. Not that I gave that much thought or anything.
Nah, I ain't. I'm just being a smart ass, man. I wouldn't do no such thing. Come on, guys out there. What else did he do?
Oh, well, if you want more, let's see. Oh, he was in Red Dawn. The original Red Dawn.
Yeah, that's right. Now that you mentioned it.
So G-Webs is probably like heartbroken right now.
Yeah, he was in Sin City.
He was in Stalingrad too.
One? He was in what?
He was in Stalingrad too. He was Vasily Chukov, tank commander. Oh, that's right. He was in Con Air. Yeah, he was in both Sin Cities.
I thought so, but I couldn't remember. I only watched about 2/3 of the second one.
Well, let's see if my refrigerator cooled down when I drank in time. Shit. My mom was showing me this video from Korea. There was this dude, he was a famous singer, recently retired, but he's still like a avid musician. And it's a variety show of like people who have weird, normal lives or whatever. So like there's a panel, and in the panel is his mother and like a couple of his friends. And they showed this video of him getting an aquarium. And it's a weird looking aquarium, like one you would see in a Chinese restaurant, right? And I'm like, I know what that is. That's an aquarium. And my mom's like, yeah, he likes fish. And I'm like, yeah, but that's not the kind of aquarium you think. And in the next scene, he gets his black bag and he empties out like tilapia and drum and edible fish. And I'm like, see? I was like, he's literally growing his dinner. And then he threw in like sea cucumbers and shit. And he invites these girls over, and a sous chef comes by and pulls a fish out and carves it up right in front of them all. I'm like, damn, he really wanted fresh fish.
Well, there's a fish smell joke in there somewhere, but I ain't going.
Yeah.
Powers Booth was also a voice actor for Lex Luthor in one of the Superman things. For those wondering, I think he was in Hitman also. Anyway, 68 quote natural causes bullshit.
Well, guys, I'm going to bail out of here. I just need to get on the phone.
All right, Tony. Good luck.
Good luck.
Thanks, guys. Probably catch you tomorrow.
Yep. Cord is all tangled up in what I'm working on. Fuck. Camera.
Hey, I can see.
My glamorous workbench. I was supposed to get a butcher block bench like 3 years ago when we first moved into this place. I still haven't seen it.
It's being shipped.
Yeah, right. I'm doing bigger ones now. I've got 4 more of these. 5 more, actually. Yeah, realistically, I can't have a shockwave until like the 4th of July. It's kind of frustrating. Are you watching Military Launch Channel?
Me?
Yeah.
Yeah, for like a second I had it open. I thought he posted a new video.
Chris Vector SPR versus the as opposed to pistol.
I haven't watched that video yet, but I'm like, that's
pretty good.
He's just asking for trouble, if you ask me.
No, it's pretty good. It's like, yeah, the one thing that everyone says, don't film yourself shouldering braced pistols, you idiots. What's he do? Shoulder the braced pistol.
I mean,
because
do I think ATF is going to come after him?
No.
But it's just like, why open yourself up to that issue? Do it and keep quiet about it.
Well, do it, just don't incriminate yourself on film.
Yeah, exactly.
Not that it matters. They already said it's not what it is. So it's fine. I don't care anymore. I'm gonna build that AR-57 pistola. I think one of the appeals of that caliber to me is how small the little boxes of ammo are. 50-round boxes like this big.
Yeah, it's really small.
Yeah, you carry a lot of ammo. Use my dad's old Thompson vest and put a bunch of fucking P90 mags in it. Awesome. Hey. Be right back.
All right.
Fiat watch begins. My FedEx driver's like, your front tire's low. Fuck. You mean that CTIS system that's been warning me for the last 2 months wasn't lying? I'm gonna grab my BMW for a few days. So I guess now is as good a time as any other, but tonight on Gunchannels you'll be seeing the Daily Gun Show, 6 p.m. Central Time. I believe that's what, 4 p.m. Pacific. Followed by Never Enough Ammo's Guns and Geeks chat. Followed by Lock and Load with the White Volcano Squad. Usually follows right after right after Never Enough Ammo. So tune in for Gunchannels tonight. Biology meds are wearing off. I'm getting congested.
Right, angry. It's like at the end of the day, they're finally starting to warn people.
Yeah, I know, right? Like I saw that earlier today too on the World of Warships website. Some guy was like, "Oh, by the way, there was a cyber attack. Don't forget to turn on your automatic updates that have a thing that will stop this."
I don't think so.
I don't get that choice with Windows 10. Fucking updates happen whether I want them to or not. Like I don't get to pick and choose when I install them. It really pisses me off. Taking away that option was really stupid. Also, taking away safe mode is really stupid.
Yep. What we did for our emails and stuff, if it's not from somebody that you have got an email from before, to forward it without opening it to the IT and let them open it. If that makes sense to you.
Let the IT guy open it. Let his machine melt first.
Well, we figure, they can open it, and if there's a problem, they'll know it before, I would, or something else like that. But we figure that's because we have all types of information that's on our computers that has names, numbers, and all that stuff. The IT guy does not. So we figure if he opens it and it screws up his computer, it's less damaging.
I gotta keep all the ones in the shop running. So something breaks, drop everything I'm doing. Go look at that. You tell myself, don't look over at the clock.
Well, I won't tell you what time it is then.
Finish this one, start on the other two, and then look over. Yeah, okay, that's not so bad. If I look now, I'll be like, God damn it.
Is that not my right username and password? There you go. It's always nice when you think you forgot your password for a minute.
Oh man, it's frustrating as hell. Like, I'm rebanging my machine at home, right? And it's like a multi-day process because I'm cataloging what I lost, what I have to replace, what I have to start over with. And it's like, there's some sites I have to go to activate things or download things that I haven't logged into in like 7 years. I'm like, fuck.
How to reset the passwords.
Yeah. And then you're like, okay, let's create a new password. And it's like, you need a capital, a lowercase, an exclamation point, your firstborn, and like one stem cell.
Yeah.
Password.
That's one site, it's actually it's a SIG forum I belong to. You have to have a different character. You have to have numbers. You have to have capital letter. You have to have lowercase letter. I'm like, I'm never going to remember this damn password.
No, this is how people forget their passwords because of these bullshit rules. Why can't we all just have like John Podesta's password?
Exactly.
I did that as a joke. One day I turned all my passwords. I changed them to Podesta. And I told people, I'm like, yeah. I was like, I'm just copying John Podesta's password. And they all look at me and then type the word password. I'm like, not that one, you idiot.
Shoot, you can't.
Like, which one? I'm like, Podesta. I told you it was Podesta.
I understand having to have a secure password, but I mean, at some point, it's just let people do their own thing.
My dad used to work for Cray Research, like $80 million supercomputer company, right? Mm-hmm. And when he had to log into the technician's bulletin board back in dial-up days, the one cool thing that they had that was different, even futuristic by today's standards, I guess, he had this little card in his pocket, and it would display a 5-digit number or a 6-digit number. And you couldn't change the battery in this thing. I don't know how you recharged it or whatever because there was no way to access inside it. But what it would do is it would change the password to Cray's website or to Cray's email server every 30 seconds. So you would log in and have to type the number that's on that card.
That would drive me nuts.
This predates cell phones. I don't know how it worked. Like, it wasn't a transceiver or anything. It wasn't a pager or anything. But yet it knew the number code every time, every 30 seconds. Fuck, it's hot in here. Even summer yet, it's hot in here. I'm gonna have to go back to my old rayon button-up shirts. Hawaiian button-up shirts. Stay cool in the shop. One year it was so bad I wore shorts to work.
I imagine it gets pretty hot.
To replace all the AC systems. Two down, two to go. See, this would be more fun if I was a gunsmith. Then everybody would like be adamantly watching, intently watching every day.
This is very true.
They'd be like, oh look, he's chamber casting. I'd take every 9mm that came into the shop and rechamber them to 40.
That would screw people up.
Call it the G-Webs mod. Yeah, can you take a look at my Glock yet? I think I see the problem right here, ma'am. Just rip the slide off, put a 40 slide and barrel on it, swap the magazines. Here you go. Oh, goddamn, I looked at the clock.
What time is it? 4:10 here. Shit, did not eat. I did not eat. What the hell just happened?
Something disconnected is what just happened.
No, I shut my monitor off. I was like, what the hell? Oh,
Sounded like Windows did it for you.
no, my internet isn't connected now. Connect.
Dun, dun, dun.
There we go. That's what's this little warning light? Safely remove hardware and eject media. No, I don't want to eject my internet.
Plug in a thumb drive.
No, I did not.
You're being NSA.
No, I just moved. It's asking me to eject because my computer has a Wi-Fi adapter. So it's just asking me to if I want to eject that.
No internet for you, comrade. Well, technically, this year's been kind of slow for celebrity deaths. And last year was Year of the Reaper.
Yeah,
Crazy.
it seemed like it was going to stop.
Oops. Drill in the dark. Get in there.
Oh, Tony's asking for a link. No, that's not the right link, son of a bitch. Guess he's coming back to us.
My computer went full autistic again.
I'm trying to get the link and I can't do it. That is screw. Okay.
I'm just waiting for it to let me have it.
Let me. There we go. I got it posted.
Good, because mine's still loading the goddamn page.
I'm glad Tony's back so soon.
That number in your name makes sense now.
You finally got it?
Yeah, I was a sophomore getting my driver's license that year. Remembering your name makes sense now.
Morning, fellas.
Right?
Hey, John. Whoa, there's
Got it? Yeah. How was it sophomore getting a driver's license out here? Remembering your name makes sense now. Got a new play.
Morning, fellas.
Right? Hey, John.
Oh, okay.
Got it? Yeah. How was it sophomore getting a driver's license out here?
Sorry about that.
Yeah, no worries.
I keep forgetting to turn off the volume. I don't know why. How's everybody doing today? Everybody have a good weekend?
Yeah, how'd you do?
Nondescript.
Not too bad.
You beat Tony here, but he asked for the link and you beat him.
Yeah, he's coming. He's coming on now. He was trying to explain something, but I told him, "Come live, come live." Tony, here he is.
Hey,
Man of the
Tony.
hour.
Damn, you're loud.
Who?
You.
Turn down your volume.
How you doing, Tony? Long time.
Okay, so I thought that I was denied again, but it turns out no. I'm just only halfway approved.
What does that mean?
It means that I'm, according to their doctor, I am disabled. But I still have to, they have to check my work history that I've actually paid into Social Security and that I'm not receiving payments from workman's comp, which doesn't cover heart disease.
Hold on a second. Hold on. They want proof of stuff that you gave them to them 2 applications ago. They want proof, the same proof again?
Oh, I've never got this far.
Oh.
Now he's at the point where he has to prove that he was paying into something that they were giving away to refugees for the last fucking 2 years.
Yeah. Okay, I guess it's because you have the lawyer now that...
No, I don't have a lawyer.
Huh.
I just got a letter in the mail today that said I was approved, or not approved, that I was deemed medically disabled.
Mm-hmm.
And that is the hardest part, the lady at Social Security office told me. She said the other part of it's, what basically has happened is it's got transferred from my state board that determines it to the actual Social Security office to set everything up.
Oh, well, all right, so fingers crossed that it'll go quicker once you give them all that paperwork, because thank God you did the hard part already.
Yeah, because I've been denied medically twice. They said I wasn't disabled 2 times in the past. I'm like, yes, I am.
Well, I'm happy to hear that. I know it's frustrating. You have to go through all the extra added paperwork and stuff, but I'm glad that part's over.
Yeah, me too. Thank you.
Oh my God.
Well, you could definitely rest your weary mind after dealing with all their nonsense now.
Yep, now it's just hoping I can stay above water until I get money coming.
You don't have to tell me twice about that, Tony, because workers' comp does not pay an awful lot.
Workers' comp, I don't know about there, but here, they pay you 3/5 of 5/7 of what you made.
It's federal. It's computed the same everywhere.
So they take your money and divide it up into a 7-day week, and then they pay you 3/5 of that.
Yeah, it's chump change.
Oh man.
I had a workman's comp claim once about 20 years ago, and it amounted to them sending me like $410.
You got that much? Wow, good for you.
It cost me a shitload more than that for what I had to have repaired, but it was something.
I know it sucks, but at least you're over the major hump.
Yes, I'm a whole lot happier right now than I was 20 minutes ago.
So we'll keep our fingers crossed for you and keep you in our prayers that the paperwork goes through faster than the rest of what you had to deal with.
Well, it won't go for at least a week because the lady's got my cases off on vacation. So
When they're not on vacation, it seems like they're on vacation at the pace that the paperwork moves anyway. So
that's the damn truth.
Yep. They only work like 3 hours a day.
oh, you poor
Yeah.
bastard.
She said it shouldn't take a month or so to get the rest of it done.
Gino, you said you're only allowed to work 3 hours a day?
No, I said they only work 3 hours a day.
Yeah.
You know what the really cool thing is if you have a really good agent at the office that you go to, they'll
Right.
What, Sean?
they'll even back pay you. My mom
Right,
got-
to make up the time that they were not
Processing.
approving it. Exactly.
My mom got 3 months backlog on her very first payment. It's pretty cool.
I have a friend. He's military and he's out on disability. The regular disability took about 6 months to go through, and the military disability took about 1.5 years.
Well, we certainly proved that we do not treat our soldiers worth a shit when they soldiers no more.
Not in this country.
But I'll get back pay for sure till July 10th of last year.
That's Barrett
So that
money.
means there's gun money.
That's Barrett M82 money.
Yep.
No, it ain't. It's probably pay off a few bills and maybe one Ruger.
Did you guys see Hickok's son get a freaking M82?
No.
Oh. Dude,
I
he,
ain't getting no
freaking,
damn cop.
he shoulder fired that thing like a boss. Only a guy as tall as he is, could make that gun look shoulderable. I mean, I'm sure I could do it, but I'd probably take a few steps back.
You're talking about the dad or Little John?
Big John,
Big John.
he's taller than his old man.
Yeah, but he's still his son, so he's Little John.
This is true. Actually, Dad's name, I think, is Greg. He's said it before.
Yeah, I don't pay attention to that. I don't, I didn't.
yeah,
Someone
he's
let
got
us
a
slip one
beard.
day, and
Who are you talking about, Hickok?
Yeah,
Yeah.
John's got an M82.
Well, I don't care.
Oh, I do. I,
don't wanna
want
shoot-
one.
I don't want to shoot guns that hurt me.
I want one. I want to be able to reverse engineer a car with 50 BMG. That's all I'm saying.
oh yeah,
Christ, you've already got 500 Smith & Wesson.
Well, that's to take apart the interior. The
John.
smaller wrench.
Sean, you
Just
have
one
to get a
hot one.
50 BMG that runs like a Gatling.
Holy shit.
All right, I need to discuss this situation with my missus, so I'm going to duck out of here, guys.
All right.
All right.
All right, take it easy.
Later.
See you later.
Basically, he's going to tell her, he's like, hey, we gonna get paid. And somebody else is going to make the coffee for us.
Giggity. So Sean, your 50 BMG is going to have to be a Gatling style.
Let's get a GAU 8 then. Go the full, what is it? GAU's 30 millimeter, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, let's go GAU 8. That way I can take apart T-55 tanks.
Nice. You have one on each side of the door, right?
Well, I want the people in the tanks to come out with like a third eye and a fourth arm. Use some DU rounds. This
Yeah,
is
that
not
would be
what we
something.
signed up for.
I wonder if you could get a minigun, how much it would cost.
saw a brass Gatling gun for, I think it was 30,000.
Is that an original or was that one of the remakes
Repro.
that I saw?
Repro.
Repro. Because those look sweet. The ones that are like quiet as anything.
Mhm.
It sounds like you had like a very light load of gas and you were just farting just enough. That's what it sounds like.
Bud's Gun Shop has one in stock right now for 48,552.
And that's a remake also?
Colt Firearms 1877 Bulldog Gatling in 4570.
That's original?
Nah, I think the repros.
Repros also. That'd still be cool.
I think originals would be priceless.
48,000. Wow.
I'm gonna find out. It's a 5-barrel. Museum quality, fully operational. Yeah, it's a repro, built to original size.
That's still pretty cool.
5 10-inch barrels. Here, let's take a look. Bam.
Oh,
Not
but
the gun
gun
of the
shop?
day. Yeah, not the gun of the day.
Oh, that looks sweet.
It is pretty cool. I think I'd like to have the 37 millimeter pom-pom gun though. That just seems more menacing to me.
Is that the minigun also?
No, it's a single barrel, but it fires 37 millimeter shells. I think they're
Okay.
pound and a half projectiles.
The XM 556 micro gun is pretty cool too. You could load that stuff up on top of the car and just have a trigger by the steering wheel.
Oh, you mean like a Dillon Arrow?
Yeah.
This is the entry for the Quad 50, isn't it? Smaller package. It's got essentially a electric starter from a car spinning the barrels.
You saw the functional 22 caliber steampunk? It's all copper.
Yeah.
That's nice. Even for 22.
I've seen a Nichols one too.
Oh, the military has a 50 caliber Gatling gun. It's only 3 barrels though.
Oh, that's the one that's on the Apache, isn't it?
No, no, this one is not in an Apache. I'm watching it. It's a YouTube video, and the picture of it is someone standing on the ground in snow.
Okay.
You know, let me look up the regular internet.
You're in New York City, right?
Yeah,
Are you a Knicks fan?
I am not a sports person.
Okay.
I gave it up as soon as they started. Everybody started complaining they weren't making enough money and going on strike.
Yeah.
So that was the last time I ever went to a baseball game or any other sports game.
Down 19 is 50. Yeah, got it. I bet that makes a great noise at full chat.
The GAU, exactly. Angry said the Apache is the M230 Gatling.
That's the one with the triangular barrel banding.
Exactly.
The Russians use something similar to that too. It's got the triangular.
Imagine having something like that on the side of each door of your car.
Actually, I knew a guy who had twin Gatlings on a Lincoln Continental Mark 7.
They were mounted on top or on the sides?
They were mounted on the tops of each fender, so he had to have a disconnect. He pulled a pin, and then they would pivot out to the side so you can open the hood.
Nice.
They weren't real, obviously. I mean, he did it as he built like what he thought a cool Batmobile kind of car would be. So he took a Lincoln Continental Mark 7, painted it black, and then he built these things out of like steel and aluminum, and anodized.
Nice.
And then he put like a little tiny vein in the middle where the barrels all met. so that way when the wind hit, they would spin just a little bit.
Because I know they have the mini Gatling guns, like the
5.56 ones.
No, the M134 minigun.
Yeah, it's 5.56 gun, isn't it?
That's 5.56 also.
I think so.
I believe it is, yes.
Okay. I mean that'd still be pretty cool, and you'd spend a whole lot less on the ammunition.
I've seen those mounted in on the roofs of Suburbans and ring mounts.
Like really mounted, like reality mounted.
Yeah, like
Wow.
specialty vehicle company or something like that makes it for armored cars and high security vehicles.
Right.
It's got a hatch you pull up, and then the ring mount comes straight up, and then it folds over, and then the gun's ready to go.
That's freaking awesome.
Jesse James has one.
Jesse James, the singer,
The motorcycle builder.
motorcycle builder.
He's got one of those. It's built on a 3/4 ton armored Suburban. Pretty cool.
Wow.
They don't do 3/4 ton Suburbans anymore, though.
No.
There's a new company who uses. What they do is they start with a Ford F450 commercial chassis, and then they build the body of the vehicle, an armored body for that chassis or whatever. And people are like, "Do you have to upgrade the brakes or whatever?" And he was like, "No, we're actually 4 tons underweight, so the brakes perform better than a stock truck, even with all the armor plating."
Do they mod the undercarriage? Also?
Oh, to take like IEDs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
And they're boat bottom too, which is
Nice.
awesome. It's got like it's V-shaped on the bottom, so if there's an explosion underneath, it channels it away from the body.
That's freaking awesome.
I think the coolest vehicle I've seen it's called the South African Marauder. There's a company, but I know it's in South. If you type in South African Marauder, you'll see it. It's freaking badass.
South African Marauder.
I forgot the name of the company, but they make them.
Holy bleep! That thing is a beast.
I think it's 9 feet tall.
Take a look at the specs.
There's a video clip of Richard Hammond from Top Gear driving one.
Oh, the company that makes it is called the Paramount Group.
Yeah.
Man, that thing is a beast.
I think you can buy it for like $350,000 something. Considering what you get, that's a bargain. And the glass is like 3 inches thick. Pretty cool.
I'm looking at the tech specs right now, and this thing is a beast.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it even gives you the specs as far as what it protects you against.
Yeah, they set off a landmine underneath one as a test,
Right.
and it didn't damage the body at all. All it did was blow one of the tires off the rim, but it
That's
still
crazy.
drove off with the tire flopping around on the wheel.
They said the blast protection protects you against 8 kilogram TNT beneath the hull and 8 kilogram TNT beneath any wheel, as well as 50 kilogram TNT on the side blast.
It's your average tank mine.
I have no clue.
I'm pretty sure it's the average size for a tank mine.
Is what, 8 kilogram?
I think so. Well, the equivalent explosion or explosive. They have to be man portable. So
It says it protects the ballistic protection for the engine. It protects against 12.7 by 9.9 NATO ball. I don't know what that is.
50 BMG.
That's a 50 BMG?
Yep.
Holy crap.
Yeah, we do 12.7 by 99. Russia does, what do they do, 13.9 by 123 or something like that. They've got a really big one too.
Could you imagine having that as a summer or weekend vehicle?
Oh yeah, I'd take it to the beach.
You take it on the beach.
Well, supposedly it's sealed against chemical and radiation too. Pretty cool. The other thing I wanted is I think it's called a Gaz Combat pickup truck made in Russia.
How
I'll
do you
find
spell
the
it?
exact one.
How
I'll
do you
find
spell that? So there?
my. Yeah, I'm here. Okay, good. Hang on, I'll find it for you.
How do you spell that?
How about now?
Much better, less static.
Okay, I think it's dying.
What, your phone?
Now the headset. I keep yanking it every time I move. I think it's finally had enough. So here's what I was talking about. They make a wagon version too. So that truck plus that wagon are like my perfect two-car garage.
I think I need a tissue right now after seeing that.
It's called a Combat T98. Made in Russia. I think by the Gaz manufacturing facility. They're awesome.
It looks awesome, I'll tell you that.
Mm-hmm. Oh, we have to have that.
Now that thing deserves a couple of Gatling guns.
Mm-hmm. And you can tell by the height of it, it's like everyday usable.
Well, most of the height is in the tires.
Right. For good ground clearance.
How big are those tires? They look like actual like 20-wheeler truck, semi-truck wheels.
I bet they're like 35s, maybe 38s.
Yeah.
They're really not that big. Like the ones on my Jeep were bigger than that.
I mean, they're bigger than whatever normal car I've seen them.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Where did Tino go?
Well, maybe you got NSA too.
Yeah, I just noticed he was gone. I'm surprised they haven't popped me yet.
You haven't said anything controversial enough.
Or my internet is actually working. You remember the day I got popped like 15 times?
Yep.
Yeah, that was a lot of fun.
I got hit the day after. It's the same way.
The same over and over?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Every time I mentioned like Hillary, I got dumped. It was weird.
Uh-oh. Get ready. Hillary, Hillary, Hillary. Pop.
You have to say something bad about her. She's not like Candyman. You don't have to just say her name.
Oh, okay. She's just as bad, though.
Yep. I saw a picture of Caitlyn Jenner next to Kanye West. And it said, "I love you, Mom," next to it.
Oh, God. That's funny.
And then a picture of just Caitlyn Jenner. And he was like, "So do I celebrate Mother's Day or Father's Day now?"
Yeah, it's a liberal issue. It's very confusing.
He can't celebrate Mother's Day because he never bore children.
How do you know?
Pretty sure he's new to this whole woman thing.
Who are you to judge him? No, I'm kidding.
I'm judging. Just saying, I don't think he has usable plumbing for that kind of operation.
That's racist.
It's like buying a semi-automatic PPSH. It's got the looks of what it is, but none of the function.
No. Which is sad.
Or the Hill & Mac STG-44. Imagine, if they got rid of the NFA, we could have real STG-44s from Hill & Mac Gunworks.
What's
Automatic ones.
what's an STG?
The German assault rifle. The one that looks like an AK a bit.
STG 44.
Sturmgewehr 44.
Oh, Sturmgewehr. Okay. Okay. Yeah, I've seen that. Plenty of YouTubers have done videos on those.
Yep. Hill & Mac Gunworks out in, well, I don't want to say what state because I don't know. It's out on the East Coast. They're making a pretty true to life repro. You can get it in original 8mm Kurtz. I'm gonna get it in 300 Blackout. I think it's just infinitely more usable.
So 44 is not the caliber; it's just the model.
It was the year it was really designed.
Okay. Yeah, that looks pretty sweet for an AK.
I'm pretty sure that Kalashnikov took heavily from that design when he designed the AK-47 3 years later.
Right.
I'm not saying he copied it. I'm just saying he got a lot of inspiration off of it.
It's a decent looking design.
It is. I mean, mechanically, they're very different guns, but it's like you can tell where he got the idea. There's no doubting it. This isn't a case of simultaneous invention because one came out 3 years before the other.
Someone put up photos online of it all modded out in with a shell gun in the front. Yeah, I'll screen share it so you could see. I don't know if you could see it on your phone, but I'll screen share it anyway.
The Nachtjager setup for those things are crazy.
Did you see this one all modded out in new stuff?
No, it's not coming out.
You're on your phone, you can't see it?
Nope, it's not showing. Maybe it takes a little while.
Yeah. Well, I'm going to turn it off because I don't want you to get bumped again because of the signal. If the signal is bad.
Got it.
Okay. But yeah, that looks pretty cool. If you check, it's at the website Blender Artists, and you could, I guess, search for it.
The biggest complaint with the Hill & Mac one is it doesn't use original STG magazines, but I really couldn't care less.
Listen, as long as it's functional and it works, who cares?
Exactly. I just want a pretty honest repro. A functionally honest repro. But in 300 Blackout.
I'll send you the link of this one because this one is pretty cool. Okay, link is posted.
Oh, it's over there. Okay. There, a little bit on my phone. Let's take a look.
Oh, it's a grenade launcher on the front.
Oh, that's weird because they usually didn't. I think they had the Stahlgranate.
Well, they're calling it a modern version.
Yep. Oh, okay, okay. This is like a CGI artist.
No, it's a real. Someone really made a model of that, but it just happens to be on that website. Maybe he's the one that just took the photos. Well, you think that's CGI? You don't think that's real?
No, it might be physically real, but I don't think it's an actual firearm. That magazine looks a little weird.
It looks like it has the same curve as the original STG 44.
Right, but it wouldn't have that open side like that. I think, like you said, it's a modeler. They put one together, maybe like 3D print and milling and stuff like that. It looks really cool though.
Yeah, it does.
The grenade magazine, that would be really front heavy.
Well, maybe they're made out of titanium, so they're really light.
Shit. Scandium frame grenade launcher. Ooh,
That'd be
I
awesome.
gotta patent that shit.
Damn straight.
Back off, Smith and Wesson. That's mine. Can't call it the night guard. I'll call it like the night shift. The Darkwing Duck.
Darkwing Duck.
I am the terror that flaps in the night. I am the grenade that blaps in the night. There we go.
Well, this link is pretty sad. What someone let this one go to. They let this one go to hell.
I'm hoping that the HMG STGs come out in February next year. Like where my FFL can get them, because then I'll finance that. I go through a financing company with my local just to build credit.
Right.
So by January, my Jurassic World rifle will get paid off, and then I'll put the next thing on there. So it'll be that. Like, why have an AR when you can have an STG?
This is true.
My phone's ringing. Be right back.
Bow, chicka, bow, wow. Bow, chicka, bow, wow. Bow, chicka, bow, wow. Did you record that or something? Did you record that or something? That was weird. That was weird. That was weird. And speaking of Bud's Gun Shop, they seem to have pretty good deals. I know he just got a whole batch of police trade-ins recently that Nothing Fancy did review on. So I'm guessing Most of these, or at least some of these, are from the police trade-ins. Get this, a used Beretta 92S original stamp. It made in Italy for $299. Not bad.
Okie dokie. That only took forever.
What happened?
Yeah, the older I get, the less my customer service counts. Actually, I was dealing with an older guy. He was pretty funny. So I took my time with him. I was like, don't worry, dude, I'm not in a hurry. I was like, it's an hour before closing. He's like, so does that mean you're in a hurry? I'm like, no, I want you to waste as much time as possible so I can get the rest of my day. He's like, that sounds like a plan. I'm like, seriously, you can type it like 1 word a minute. It's cool.
Go right up to the very last minute.
Pretty much. I was like, do you know you're named after a famous Formula One racer? He's like, no shit. And he's like, I actually knew that. And I'm like, cool. He's like, there's a really famous horticulturist in my town with the same name. That's not quite as cool as being an F1 racer. But... So we are on the final hour. It's the final countdown.
The customer can go to you. Yeah, but the shop doesn't close for another minute and a half.
Well, my warehouse doesn't close until 7 because I get late shipping and receiving. Like, I can get a second day or a next day air order. I can still get it out the door as late as 7 o'clock p.m. Central Time, and I could still get a next day air package out. It's one of the things that we kind of pride ourselves over. Of course, you pay extra for that.
Of course.
Because I got to pay their drivers extra to come out that late. But that just goes to show how late they'll run, even for a next day, because it doesn't leave the tarmac until midnight anyway.
How close are you guys to the airfield?
Well, I'm next to both UPS and FedEx's depots.
Oh, okay. Like you're right there.
Well, the depots are here. So, like, the trucking depot for FedEx is a quarter of a mile away, and a quarter of a mile from that place is UPS. And, you know, they load up 18-wheelers and hot shot it over to, like, Bush Intercontinental or Hobby Airport down south. Both of those are less than 2 hours away.
Oh, so you're basically in the center.
Yeah. Well, I'm in the southwest corner of town, and then one airport's on the north side, one airport's on the south side, but there's a tollway that takes you to either one from where I am or where they are. So, like, they just jump on the tollway and hot shot it down there at like 11 o'clock. You know, they could do 85 mile an hour on a nearly empty tollway at midnight or close to midnight. Still get it on the plane in time.
As long as they get the truck there in one piece instead of 10 pieces.
Yeah. Well, they used to use a train too, like UPS, because they were right next to the train depot. But they had a train depot here, and a rail ran through. But then they turned it to agricultural and industrial only, so they did away with that. They couldn't get enough shipments on the train, so they didn't bother with it.
That's cool.
That train track follows a state highway, and one day I jumped on it and I just headed west following the tracks just to see how far I could go. I didn't realize that it turned southwest. Before I knew it, I was in Victoria, Texas. I was like, holy shit.
Nice.
I drove through a lot of freaking cotton farms on the way. And I'm like, man. So that's all they grow out here is cotton, apparently. And then you see like these gigantic cotton cars. They're like twice as tall as a standard train car because they weigh next to nothing. And you see all these tufts of cotton just kind of bulging out of the sides of this trailer looking thing.
As long as it's there, and you're tired, you have some place to lay down.
Right. I remember one time I went with a friend like that. We did the same kind of road trip where we went down that road, and we drove for like 4 hours just to see how far we can go. We ended up in this place called Rock Island, which I thought was kind of funny, coincidentally. But there was a house in Rock Island, one house with a patio that ran the span of the front of the house, and on that patio it said Rock Island City Hall, Post Office, Fire Department, and PD. It was one house. And it looked like a whole family of people were just sitting on the patio. And I guess one was the mayor, one was the fire chief, one was the police chief, and one was the mailman. It was cool. I was like, I think we're out far enough. So we turned around, started heading home, didn't realize how far out we were until it got dark. And then all of a sudden this truck decided that it didn't want to carry the drive shaft anymore, so it spit it out in the middle of nowhere. I had a bailing wire that fucker in the place.
I got a question for you. That house with all those different police chief and fire chief and stuff, was that the actual city hall?
Yes.
Oh, wow.
There was like a two intersection town.
Okay. What's up, Knives?
Yo.
How are you feeling today?
Somebody got to clear up.
You're outbound or inbound.
Who's nice is that?
It shouldn't should it.
Yo, Jay.
Yeah, you missed it. I'm gonna cast you in the spaghetti western version. You're gonna be You're gonna be famous.
Now I can hear.
Yeah, John, your outbound was unmuted again. So you're like, hot mic.
Well, not to brag, but I think I did an awesome job on this fish. Oh. I made a good flounder.
Yo, what I missed?
John, you're hot mic. Fix that out, man. Like you did last year. Or that.
Yeah, I had to mute him, dude. That hot mic is loud.
Yeah, it is. He needs to fix it.
Sorry, Jay.
All right. You're late. Where have you been?
I feel good, man.
Wait, my mic is too loud?
You're doing that thing where you're broadcasting what you're hearing, like when you first get on.
Yeah, but I don't have any other windows open.
Well, I can hear it.
Okay, I'll mute myself.
There you go.
Hold on. Hey, Jay. Mute yourself. Unmute yourself when you're gonna talk. That's what I have to do. That's what I do.
Last one of the day.
Oh man, so what I missed, dude?
Everything. You missed Tony having a high and a low, and then back to a high. Social Security today. You missed the gun of the day, the movie of the day. You missed
The girl of the day.
the car of the day. I thought Raph was going to be here, so I did a car of the day. It was a Type 34 Volkswagen Vita. Woo, sexy. Sexy.
Hey guys, is it working now?
Yep.
Okay. Don't ask me what
You're good, brother.
don't ask me what I changed because I don't know.
You sound different, though.
Oh, do I sound better or do I sound broken up?
Sounds like you're on the telephone.
Really?
Yeah.
Damn.
It's fine. I mean, I can make out what you're saying. It's good enough.
Say $34.99.99.
So yeah, we were talking Sunday. I was Scott Eastwood's going to possibly redo his Dead Spaghetti Westerns from the Dollars trilogy. So He's going to be his dad, obviously. And I'm going to go audition to be the next Lee Van Cleef. And you're going to be the next El Indio.
This one.
Giancarlo something or other. You'll be a Spanish sex symbol.
I want to audition to be Kermit.
No, we're doing spaghetti westerns.
Kermit can be in the spaghetti western. Come on.
No.
What's
Doing
wrong
True
with
Love.
Kermit?
This is Miss Piggy.
Who wants to be Miss Piggy?
This is Miss Piggy.
Hey, Miss Piggy! Ah! Flailing his frog arms all over the place.
Right. Movie of the day was Beast of War Knives. Gun of the day was the short magazine Lee Enfield, which happened to be in that movie. It played a key role in destroying the tank in that movie because it was sacrificed for parts to fix an RPG-7 that blew the main gun off the T-55 Soviet tank. I don't think I did a grow of the day. How about Veronica Vane? That will be the girl of the day. I'll just give you a really brief synopsis of what she is. She was a New York Stock Exchange broker of some sort, pretty well known, and she gave up her job one day. She quit doing it to go into porn. And then she got out of that, and now she's doing like game reviews or something on YouTube. And I think she's from Texas. So is Gina Carano. Holler at your boy. Just saying.
Yeehaw!
Oh shit. Almost yanked the power cord out of the wall.
Well, don't do it prematurely.
Yeah. You guys can Google image search Veronica Vane on your own. I didn't know about her until like 2 days ago. Someone mentioned it, and I'm like, who's that? And he was like, oh, she's that star, or she's that Wall Street chick who went into porn. I'm like, wow. Financial brains antibody in there? It's like, that must be awesome. And now she's doing YouTube video game reviews. He goes, my kind of chick.
Hey, I'm gonna send you a link. You should hear that when you drive home.
Oh,
That was a good chat.
oh yeah.
Do you guys know if this coming week we're gonna get a Rock Humper story?
Tonight. 2 more chapters.
Oh, tonight?
Yeah. Gunchannels
Okay.
tonight. Never enough
Because
ammo.
there
Guns and
wasn't-
Dukes.
Last Matt's chat, there wasn't. Someone told me they didn't have a Rock Humper story.
I think that's Wednesday. They don't do it.
No,
Oh,
it's
so maybe
Mondays.
it was just Wednesdays that I missed.
Matter of fact, I think Night Strike was the character in last week.
Yeah, I must have lost track somewhere.
Night Strike's character was a man in drag dressed up as a maid, and his call sign was Mrs. Bumpfire. I'm kidding.
Oh, that's right. That's right. And
He got shot in the dick.
Did he? I hope he and AC hook up next episode. If you're listening, Rock Humper.
Yeah, didn't Nice Try get shot in the dick with the one of those holsters you put down your pants?
Oh, the Remora?
I think so.
Hmm.
I'll be right back.
I'm guessing Dano took the day off to recover from his road trip.
Taking like 3 days off to
Yeah, he was
recover.
on a little bit on Sunday. Or maybe it was Saturday. I think it was Saturday. Where they did the weekend Daily Gun Show weekend edition. They were planning out shows for the next 30 days. And they didn't tell Island that they were starting early. So he showed up just as they were getting ready to go off.
Yeah, they did it when Rick was on.
Shit was hilarious.
When Rick started the show too.
Yeah, he corked Rick.
Yeah, that was fucked up.
It's okay. I got corked for a whole week, but the time off was nice.
So how's that thumper you have?
Huh?
How's your heart?
I took it real easy this weekend. Like, I didn't try to do anything. I just spent my whole weekend basically in bed. And I felt fine, all weekend. And then this morning, I got up an hour before the alarm. Felt like I got shot in the chest. I'm like, fuck, maybe it's just the thought of going to work is what's getting to me. I don't know. I mean, I'm okay now. I took my stuff, so.
Yeah, for some reason I can't get this fucking sickness off of me, dude.
Sounds terrible. I would take those NyQuil and DayQuil gel caps when I come down with something. Like, start taking them religiously, and you can usually get over something within 2 to 3 days. That's what I usually do. If I'm breaking up, it's because I'm outside now, having to go to my warehouse. I'm gonna be in a container, so I cut it in and out a little. It turned out pretty nice out here today. Like, it was fucking 90 something earlier, but there's some clouds out here now. It's actually quite pleasant.
Dude, I gotta go to fucking doctor on fucking 18.
Again?
Yeah, man. If I don't go, I'm fucked, dude.
Again?
Yeah, man.
They're just out to get you. Not these. I gotta look for stuff. Parts. Again. I didn't pull enough of them this morning. That's why I'm back out here for the second time today. Oh, look, he actually listened to me and he wrote the numbers on the box like I told him to. My warehouse guy's all grown up now. Excellent. Manufacturer for most of my parts didn't mark the boxes. So it's like we have to guess. And I'm like, you got a marker? He's like, yeah. It's like, write what you find on the side of each box. Be right back. My phone's blowing up.
Moon.
Yo,
What up, buddy?
it's awfully quiet in here. In here.
Yeah. Cool Whip.
Cool whip.
Whip.
Yeah. So, anything happen today?
I woke up late today. I woke up like around 2. Damn, those NyQuil fucked me up.
Are we gonna go off air? No.
No.
Sean is not showing up in
You got a phone call.
the outside chat. Like I was looking at the lobby page and it's just me, you, and Harry. But when I come back into the chat, I can see his avatar.
I think you got in this age.
It's weird. He's hiding.
I tell him everything I know.
It's like a ninja chatter.
Yeah.
Trying to sell my pistol upper, my AR pistol upper for $300. Might put it on the Gunchannels gun show page.
What you gonna get now?
I don't know. I'm gonna redo that whole pistol. I'm gonna keep the lower, and then get that buffer tube off and the old SIG brace off, and put a new trigger in it, and a new buffer tube, and a new SIG brace. And then I don't know what upper I'm gonna put on it.
2017.
Hopefully, like a BCM 11-inch, or I think they might have a 10.5-inch.
What the fuck?
What's going on?
What happened?
What happened?
Tina posted a link to Trey Gowdy won't take the FBI job.
Says he wouldn't be the right person for it, which means he doesn't want to die.
Yeah. They said they named somebody. I forget.
Already?
Yeah.
Must have not been Rudy Giuliani.
No.
Damn it. Well, what? Again?
And they say big time.
It's It's going to be someone that just doesn't fuck with Trump and keeps on doing the same ruthless, unconstitutional bullshit that the FBI has been doing since its inception.
Yeah, Trey gotta be like, okay, half of the Democrats go to jail. You too, Hillary. Some Republicans too.
That guy could have been Elliot Ness. What a pussy. He'd rather just, all I see him do ever is just whine to people. Like, he makes good videos. He makes for good YouTube rants, but nothing ever comes of it. He just owns people on the Senate floor. That's all he's good for. It's my new view of Trey Gowdy.
There. Of course, and someone shows up at my door.
Thanks for the YouTube videos, Trey.
Hey, what's up? Yep, just pull on in. We'll get the gate open for you. Hmm?
So you can go 17 inches on that rifle? On that upper?
Say what?
So you can go 17 inches?
Why? On a pistol?
Oh, never mind.
Yeah.
I thought it was a rifle.
No. No. I just can't decide whether I want an A2 front or what's it called? Free float. 10-inch rail.
What's that? You HK it came out the SK?
A VP9 SK.
Yeah.
Yeah. I kind of want one. I don't kind of want one. I want one, but I'm not gonna. It's not high on the list.
Nice.
Vaping.
What's that?
Are you vaping? Are you a vapor guy?
Am I vaping? No, I'm smoking.
Connection's being extra crappy right now.
It's funny how before the presidential election, all these guys were talking a really good game about busting Hillary, and now that they're in office and in power, they're like, oh no, I wouldn't be the right guy for that job. Just because you look like one of Bram Stoker's freaking vampires, you're still qualified to bust Hillary Clinton. Just saying.
Yeah.
Go serve justice. That's your job.
Little Eddie Munster motherfucker.
Right? God, he's creepy as hell. But he kicks down Hillary, Viva la Dracula. I don't give a shit. Fuck it.
It says here, Dems threatened to hold the FBI position hostage.
They can't do shit. Nuclear option. Job done. 51 votes is all it takes.
I carry more.
America's not about justice. It's about injustice.
Ann Coulter says she's jumping off the Trump train. I'm jumping off this Trump train.
You're kidding.
No,
What made her change her mind?
I didn't read the article.
I'm sure Hannity was all over it today.
Yeah.
It don't matter. This was like the final straw for the two-party system anyway.
What's up with the Federalist Party?
I don't know.
They think they're just going to come in and snatch all the libertarians?
Yeah, right.
I think. Well, I think the libertarian waters have been muddied. I go on all my libertarian pages now, and they're filled with like ex-liberals.
Yeah.
But they still have all their stupid liberal views.
Yeah. It's not that they muddied the waters. It's the shit in them. Nope. Don't worry, you only got to put up with this shit for 3 more years. And it's going to be President Connery. And his America First
Going to
party.
remove the 8th Amendment and torture everybody.
Nah. Now, I'm willing to sacrifice my desire to get rid of the 8th Amendment to put in the no state's laws shall supersede the Bill of Rights amendment. So I'll give it up for that. Because that gets passed, and then First Amendment people will be happy. Second Amendment people will be really happy because the NFA just comes off the list magically. Officially off the books.
It's too centralized. So, and get rid of the Supreme Court. Get rid of the Supreme Court and make only state Supreme Courts. That way, power is decentralized. And if you got a problem with your state Supreme Court, you have way more of a population and people to fight back against.
They can't do that because I think the state Supreme Court only rules on the constitutionality of the state's constitution. So it still has to have a federal one. But it'd be nice to be able to fill it with people without party affiliation too.
Yeah.
Justice is
Not
supposed to be
every
blind.
state has a constitution.
Yeah.
Whatever. Whatevs.
I don't know.
Just trying to save the world.
America First, and as a political buzzword, was only a half-assed attempt to a party that should have been instead of just a fucking buzzword.
Capitalism can save the world.
Like,
It saved this part of it. We have the richest poor people.
is that a fact?
That's a fact, Jack.
Is it because of the social welfare programs, or is it just because the
It's
cost
just
of living?
because our homeless people have it better than like some rich people in third world countries. They would be considered rich.
Yeah.
You'd
You
be
could
like,
live like
their
a king in
shack
Costa Rica.
isn't as
Like
nice
a
as some homeless shack in America. They eat better in America, the homeless people.
But we definitely eat better in America. Maybe not the healthiest, but definitely better because we're so wasteful. Shockwaves for everyone. How about Sheriff David Clark as head of the FBI?
I heard him kicked around by media, but not anything
I don't think he's
official.
qualified. Realistically speaking, I don't think he's qualified for that job. Homeland
Yeah,
Security, though.
from going to sheriff to FBI director. Is that
Yeah,
what
that's
Comey was?
That's a huge leap. No, I think like Director of Homeland Security would have been perfect for him. They gave it to somebody else.
I'm probably gonna give it to somebody I never heard of before.
Yeah.
I'll be like, I never heard of this guy before. Just like I
Watch,
never
they'll
heard of Gershik. It's whatever.
Gorsuch.
Yeah.
They'll just give up and give it to the acting deputy director that's currently there right now.
Yeah, he was also appointed by Obama. And then Ivanka and Trump are like both tweeting on Mother's Day about the fucking wage gap again. Like, oh, we got to make it better and make more equality for women in this, for mothers, because I guess they're talking about the paternity or maternity, whatever, pay. I'm like, okay, what about paternity pay? Nobody pays that. Men don't
French
get
men
any.
get maternity leave.
Yeah, in their case, it would be paternity leave, but
yeah, I heard they actually get it in France. Like men can take time off to raise their kids or whatever.
But yeah, businesses shouldn't be forced to pay by the government. Pay women who choose to get pregnant and have kids. That's their choice. They could have like not gotten pregnant and kept their job. It's not an inequality thing.
Yeah, but we expect the government to pay for their abortions too, don't we?
No, they expect us to.
Right.
Taxpayers. And that's where it comes in. They're like, my body, my choice. Yeah, well, my taxes, my choice.
Yeah, my money.
Hello.
If it's your body and it's your choice, then it should be your expense.
Yeah.
I mean, that's a reasonable argument, isn't it?
It's very reasonable. You can have your abortions. Just pay for them instead of making the government do it.
Right.
If everybody donated, if all these women donated $1.75 a year or some shit to Planned Parenthood, they would be completely funded.
Which isn't even, it's not even Planned Parenthood. Did you hear about that guy? He did like a social experiment. He called Planned Parenthood in all 50 states asking about prenatal care.
Yeah, I just posted that video to somebody who was claiming that never happened.
It happened.
I was like, okay. Well,
like there is no prenatal
care. Here's the video. Prove it wrong.
Like, I'm not even what you would call a staunch pro-lifer or anything, but it's like, I heard that and I'm like, that's ridiculous. If it doesn't offer that, then it doesn't need to exist.
Coffee. Coffee, coffee, coffee.
Blackbeard's Delight, the kitty cup.
Oh.
Shit. I'm supposed to close the shop already. Oops. I'm trying to finish this last machine before I leave. I gotta deal with a flat tire, I think.
I just constantly, as much as I can, I remind people on Facebook the origins of Planned Parenthood and how nothing has changed except for their motto. They still wanted to exterminate the Negro population. Direct quote from Margaret Sanger. And that's still what they're doing. Just make it sound all happy and prenatally mammogrammy.
Mammogrammy.
Most people don't even realize what Roe versus Wade is about.
No. It's before their time. They don't think it's relevant to today, so they don't even care.
Roe versus Wade was not about abortion. It was about a doctor-client privilege.
Wow.
Having a child in a lifestyle is a lifestyle choice in the context of what we're talking about. Yeah. But having a child, period, is necessary to keep the human race going. Just to let you know, have lots of children because Ted Turner hates you.
Zing. He doesn't hate me. He gives me TNT. I get to watch basketball like every day. Love you, Ted Jones. That's not going to finish copying today. Fuck. Oh, well. All right, gentlemen. I got to shut down for the day. Close up the shop. Stay tuned for the Daily Gun Show coming up in exactly 1 hour and 9 minutes time. Thanks for watching.